Hello, great people. It's a pleasure coming your way again. Before I even continue, I want to pray for you that God blesses you even as you follow these videos and we learn together. I'm so excited also for those who subscribe to my channel. I'm so excited for those who keep watching and sharing and making sure that the views increase, making sure the message gets out there. God bless you so much. So, today we are going to continue the discussion. As I always say, the conversation must continue. We're going to continue the discussion on uh, marrying or signs that you're married to a narcissistic person or um, somebody who is a narcissist, right? A friend said that word is a mouthful. Yes, it is a mouthful, and sometimes when you are dealing with them, it's a handful and then sometimes they can make you feel like a fool. Rhyming, interesting. Now I want to go ahead. Now, before we go ahead, I just want to remind you that narcissistic tendencies or narcissism is a spectrum or a range. So you may have people you relate to who may show very basic signs of it, and you may have people who are full blown. The psychologists will call them narcissistic personality disorder, full blown, and they could be aggressive and they could be very destructive, right? But some just show some basic traits which can be easily dealt with. I think in subsequent videos I'll be looking at that. So additional signs. So today we're looking at just the additional signs that you married to a narcissist, right? And I'll start with confiding in your support system. Confiding in your support system. You know, when narcissists want to deal with you, they want to make sure that you have no support system. It's a trait which you see with a lot of abusers and you see with narcissists. If you look into the Bible, you look at the story of Ammon and Tamar, you notice that when Ammon was able to convince David to send Tamar to his place. At the point, he said all the servants to go so that it will just be left with him and Tamar. So you see those conditions, and you see that he wanted Tamar isolated so that he could do whatever he wanted to do with her. He could have his way with her. So that's one trait. So they try to take away your support system. And when they take away your support system, what they do is that they try so much that they convince you that the people around you are evil, the people around you are not good, and therefore you should separate yourself from them. Once you separate yourself from the support system, when they are hitting you, there's nothing to hold you. Now, sometimes what they actually do is that they do not uh, tell you to stay away from your support system. What they do is that they themselves begin to confide in your support system. So they approach your sister, your big sister, your elder sister, or your elder brother, and they begin to tell stories and sometimes even cry along that they are in a relationship, they are married to you, and this is what you're doing to them, this is what you're doing to them. So sometimes at the point where you are going to tell your story, there's a bias against you. So people who should have been there for you, people who should have, how do you call it, supported you, he or she has already gone to them, turned them into his confidants, and then giving them a bad picture of you and turn themselves into a victim. So at the point where you need the support, you are not getting it because a bias has been created against you. Right. So that's one key thing they do. One key thing narcissists do if you're married to them. The second one I'll talk about is what is called gaslighting. Gaslighting. Now, gaslighting is a form of psychological abuse or manipulation in which the abuser attempts to sow day in, day out, self doubt, confusion in the victim's mind. So, and they do that in an attempt to gain power and control over you. So, what they actually do is that what you have seen, they say, and you haven't seen it. It is your mind which is playing tricks on you. What they said they never said it. What you said, they said you never said it. Then what happened and you were there? They go like, no, it never happened. Because because if that happened, then it will make them look bad. If that happened, then factually, you'll be able to deal with them, right? If it actually happened, then that purported innocence they show, integrity they show to the outside world will be affected. So they tell you, hey, it never happened. They tell you, you never said it. They tell you, I never said it. So they gaslight you. Now, at a point, what they do is that they say it so much that you yourself begin to doubt your reality. I saw this, and they say, no, it never happened. Perhaps you are hallucinating. Did you see it in a dream? But the thing has happened. Hey, I saw it, I experienced it. So what happens is that once they keep, then you begin to doubt yourself. You begin to doubt your reality. And guess what? Now you begin to accept their reality. And when that happens, then they have total control over you because what they say is what you believe. Your confidence in yourself is gone, and all that you have to do is to rather believe in what they are saying and not what you experience, what they are saying and not your understanding. So that is one trait you also experience with the narcissist. Now, the final one I'll speak of is different rules for different people, or different rules for themselves and different rules for you. When you're married to them, what they will not be able to do or be able to perform when the occasion arises or when it becomes necessary, they expect you to be able to do that. And if you don't do that, then they begin to criticize you, they begin to, how do you call it? They begin to attack you. They begin to make it all seem it's your fault. They begin to make you think that you are not good enough, right? So when it is their point or their time, they that standard they can meet, but they expect you to meet that standard, and then they expect you that since you didn't meet that standard, then you begin to look like a loser and stuff like that. So they have different rules they want to obey and different rules they expect you to obey. So it's not a matter of principle, it's a matter of as and when, right? When it suits me, then it works for me. When it suits you, it can't work for you. So a narcissist, you could be married to a narcissist, and it's okay for him to cheat, but it's wrong for you to cheat. So when you cheat, you are wrong. You are a demon. You are bad. You are evil. You should never be forgiven. But when they cheat in the marriage, then they should be forgiven. It's okay. Charlie, forget it. Let's move on. Right. I hope I didn't. Just by the way. So that's the third thing I would speak of narcissists as signs with signs you could experience with narcissists in marriage. So the first one I spoke of, they trying to isolate you and take away your support system. So they begin to confide in your support system or begin to convince you to let go your support system so that when they are taking control, they have total control over you. The next one is that they also gaslight you, they take away your reality and push their reality to you. At a point, you lose your confidence and then they begin to control you. And then the third one is that they have different set of rules for themselves and you. What they have failed with, they want you to be able to do, right? When they have cheated, they don't want you to cheat. When they have lied, they don't want you to lie. When you so that is it. So these are additional three I'll share with you. I think I'll share with you the last batch in the third episode, and then we'll go to how to deal with. We'll look at how to deal with people who are narcissistic in relationships and marriage, and we also look at the effect it has on you when you are engaged, you are married, or you're in a relationship with people who are narcissistic. So until then, subscribe to the channel. Let the conversation continue and be blessed. And I trust that you'll be blessed. You'll be blessed. You'll be blessed. So may God bless you. May God strengthen you. Even if you find yourself in a relationship with a narcissist, may you excel. May you be able to come out and be yourself in the mighty name of Jesus. So God bless you. God bless you. Until we meet, subscribe or share, and let's meet another time at the other side. So until then, it's bye. My name is Rev Ronald Mireku. Bye.